This is the Dollemore Daily, and I'm Jesse Dollemore. You know, as much as Donald Trump loves to talk about the rest of the world is laughing at us, the rest of the world was laughing at us. I mean, I get communicated with by a lot of people from all over the world, from both my podcast, I Doubt It, and here on YouTube. And I can tell you, it's anecdotal because it's not a wide sample. It's just people who are watching me. But I know enough about how things work to know that is not the case. No one's laughing at us with Obama or with Joe Biden. No one of any import anyway. They were indeed laughing with us and crying with us, commiserating with us during the administration of Donald Trump. We witnessed the horror that was his leadership. I mean, just his reaction in response to COVID was enough for tears to be shed. You know, going on 700,000 Americans dead in a year and a half, 500,000 under Donald Trump. That's something to be said. And the election lies were another thing that bring the world to laugh at us. And the reason I'm talking about the world laughing at us, an international audience, is because Australia, news channel in Australia just sat down with Sidney Powell, who was one of the chief prevaricators of the lie that the election was stolen from Donald Trump. She is likely to be disbarred in multiple states. She's being sued by Dominion Voting Systems for $1 billion and more for her defamation of the company. She is a conspiracy theory nutter butter, just a dingus. And this Australian news channel did an interview with her and excoriated her so badly that she got up and tried to leave because it was too much. Watch this first clip. We'll talk about it and move on to the next.
To meet Trump loyalist Sidney Powell.
Sure. Oh, yeah. He's a big ear guy.
Let's get a few simple facts straight. In how many states were Smartmatic machines and software used in the 2020 election?
I don't even know the exact numbers.
But you were making some big statements, very dramatic, critical statements about Smartmatic. You must have known what their involvement was in the election.
Oh, you'd have to go look at our complaint with respect to the 4 states that we filed legal complaints in to get the details of that.
A Google search would have shown you that Smartmatic was operating in one single county in California.
Oh, I'm saying I think their involvement's probably a lot bigger than that.
What research or fact-checking did you do at the time to find out what Smartmatic's actual involvement in the election was?
Do you work for Smartmatic?
You've made an allegation against Smartmatic that they stole a presidential election. I think it's incumbent on both of us to know what Smartmatic's involvement was. It seems like a pretty foundational fact.
I mean, I'm confused right now about why you're here.
Because you made a series of very strong allegations against Smartmatic and against Dominion, containing many errors of fact. Do you accept the fact now that the company that you accused of stealing a national election only operated in one county, in LA, in California? One county, one state.
No, I'm not prepared to accept that fact. I think Smartmatic's involvement was far more significant than that. Do I think they're trying to minimize their involvement? Of course I do.
You said that Smartmatic owns Dominion. How do you justify such a basic factual error?
I'm going to stop this interview. It's wholly inappropriate in the litigation that we're in.
But we're not even in the area of great dispute. These are the simple facts of who owns what.
No, we're done. I'm sorry.
These are facts.
When we are in litigation against me personally,
I understand that, but we're
billions
yes,
of dollars.
I understand that these are very serious allegations.
Thank you very much.
But these are also very
Gets up and leaves, storms off like a child. Notice it wasn't, I know this to be true. Nowhere did she say that. I know these to be the facts of the matter. It's, I think this. I think that. Yeah, that's what I think. I believe this. I think it. when she's bringing lawsuits, dozens of lawsuits against the election clerks and municipalities all over the country, state secretaries of state, bringing lawsuits against them with no facts. And this is evidence of that she thinks and believes and doesn't even know the actual basic facts of the matter. That Smartmatic does not own Dominion Voting Systems. They are two separate, unrelated companies. That Smartmatic only operated in one single county in the entirety of the United States of America, yet she is drawing lines like some kind of a conspiracy theorist on a board, connecting dots that aren't there. And then when called on it, I'm out of here. This is wholly inappropriate. Come on. Who's laughing at who? Republicans. Who is laughing at who? Donald Trump. Watch this second clip. They coax her back. I don't know why she would sit back down. It's not going to get any better. But they coaxed her back, sat her down in the chair, and this clip is not even as long because it doesn't go well.
After some discussion, Ms. Powell agreed to answer more questions,
I'm highly skeptical of how long this is going to last.
claiming her legal issues prevented her from talking about the voting machine companies. All of the organisations who had the responsibility to check the nature of this election and to verify its results say there was no fraud.
That's the propaganda they're putting out. I disagree with that completely, and we have and will produce additional evidence that shows otherwise.
What you're describing is a massive countrywide fraud involving the FBI, the DOJ, the Department of Homeland Security, the organisations who certify elections, and on, all the way up to the Attorney General, and thousands of local election officials. Are you saying that thousands of Americans participated in a fraud?
I am saying that thousands of Americans had some role in it, knowingly or unknowingly. It was essentially a bloodless coup where they took over the presidency of the United States without a single shot being fired.
Who's they in that sentence?
I don't know who all that they are. I would really like to know the answer to that. But it's a significant number of they. And they knew exactly what they were doing, and they planned it for at least 3 years. This was no accident.
Do you ever hear yourself and think that it sounds ridiculous?
No, I know myself very well. I've been in me a long time. I know my reputation. I know my level.
Come on, man. Come on. Well, one, who's the they? I don't know. That's something I would love to know. Someone who has such a stranglehold on this conspiracy that they're bringing lawsuits, countless, dozens of lawsuits, doesn't know. Also, that we have and will produce evidence. Lady, you've had the opportunity to have and produce this evidence for months, and you have not done it. You are the female version of Mike Lindell, the MyPillow goofball. Claiming he has the evidence. Oh, but you can't have it yet. Oh, I'm going to have a cyber symposium. Oh, but I'm not going to release it. Lies, conspiracy, stringing people along. It is a grift. That is the only explanation for any of this, is that these are grifters. They're trying to make a buck while possibly keeping Republicans in power. Disgusting. What do you think, though? I'd love to know. You can call, leave me a brief voicemail, 714-576-4054. Of course, you can email me daily at dollemore.com. Find me on social media. I'm at Dollemore everywhere. Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, at Dollemore. That's what I am. If I bring you value, I hope I do. Sometimes I think I do better than others. But if I bring you value, if you appreciate what I do, I would appreciate your support. For $2 a month, $1.99 a month, you can help support my work, help produce my work here on the platform. Click the join button below the video. Look at what it takes to become a channel member. Maybe go over to patreon.com/IDoubtItPodcast and help produce my work that way. I love you guys. I will see you next time. Until I do, be genuine, Take care of one another.